Hey everybody, welcome to What the Flicks Christmas Countdown. Christy, Lemire, Alonso, Duralde. We're here every day until Christmas talking about 25 of my favorite holiday movies, many of them featured in my book, Have Yourself a Movie Little Christmas.
Perhaps you've heard of it.
Now available from Amazon. Big fan of Shane Black and how much he loves Christmas, especially in his directorial debut, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
It's not my fault. Just shut up and run.
Hold it right there!
Harry was a small-time crook.
Oh, boy.
Till he opened the door
Oh, no, we're not ready for your audition.
Just take him. He's ready. You ready, right?
to a really big break.
Quit acting like the good guy. You got your partner killed. You killed him.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Old school method. Get me Gay Perry on the phone.
But he'll need a real cop
Detective lessons tomorrow for your acting.
Oh, you're the consultant.
if he wants to act the part.
You must be
Gay Perry?
still gay?
Me? No. I just like the name so much, I can't get rid of it.
So yeah, this is a theme for Mr. Black at this point, I think we can safely say, because he
Shows up everywhere.
absolutely he wrote Lethal Weapon. That was, I think, so we're saying the first script that sold for $1 million. That was a really hot script at the time. Tons of Christmas in that. Long Kiss Goodnight, lots of Christmas there. This one, Iron Man 3.
Oh, yeah.
Snuck
Iron
a
Man
little
3.
in at the end of The Nice Guys even. Like,
Oh, yeah.
And I can't say this for certain, but my suspicion is that what he really likes is, even though, I mean, Long Kiss Goodnight is set in New England and it's actually legitimately snowy and everything, I think he really likes LA Christmas.
Right.
Because it's this idea of a city that is performing a season. You know, it's never actually cold here, but we put the lights up and we put up the fake snowmen and we, put women in the Santa Claus, the little skimpy Santa mini skirts. And it's this sort of, it's a performance of the holiday that doesn't look organic in any way. And so it takes what is often already an artificial looking city on film and just ups the level of fakery.
Yeah, it's one thing I like also about the holiday and about Tangerine. What Tangerine gets so right about LA at Christmas is that it is this weird juxtaposition of, cold weather stuff and like fur and warm, snuggly clothes, but the Santa Ana winds are blowing and it's super hot and dry and it's sunny out and beautiful and weird. So, yeah, I do like that about this movie. And yeah, probably also, I'm guessing that he wants to upend the idea of like the comfort of Christmas, like, and so it should be a happy, fun time, but instead there are bodies being dropped off the top of the Standard Hotel, or people are shooting at each other, and it's very profane, so that contrast is fun.
This is sort of Robert Downey Jr. on the comeback trail after his sort of personal demons had taken him out of movies for a long time. But
he hadn't. Iron Man would come 3 years later.
Right. And so, so this movie, he just reminds you how sharp and how funny and how good at banter he is. And this is a very writerly movie in that they play a lot with flashbacks and fake flashbacks and narration, and there's a lot of the screenwriter is constantly reminding you that he's there and manipulating the action and putting words in people's mouths and putting things in a certain order.
But not in a way that's ever distracting or clunky, because it's so sharp and it's so well written.
It is clever in the best way.
Yeah.
I know that's a word that people use as an insult sometimes, but I like how smart this movie is, and I really hate lazy narration in movies because it's such a crutch. It's such a, I didn't get enough footage, or I need to explain what's going on, or I think I need to explain what's going on.
Or I didn't test well, so I got to explain it to people.
Exactly, the focus group didn't get it. But this movie, I really love because between Downey just doing it so well and how cleverly it's used throughout, this is great narration.
And it makes sense just from a genre perspective. If it's noir, of course he's going to be
a hard-boiled narrator.
I'm Harry. I'm your narrator. He's going to say that.
And you have a couple of characters in these movies who love these sort of like pulpy detective novels, and so it kind of it colors the situation. So Robert Downey Jr. plays a small-time hood who, while on the run from cops in New York, happens to burst into an audition, and he's so hyped up that he lands the part. They fly him to LA, and part of his training for the role is to learn how to be a private detective with one Gay Perry, played by Val Kilmer, who tries to show him the ropes of gumshoery.
And Val Kilmer is somebody too who had his off-screen troubles.
Absolutely.
So both men kind of came into this movie
with something to prove,
with a reputation for difficulty or just trouble, or or but then they're both so good at that
Yeah.
kind of snappy banter. I mean, like look at Real Genius, the movie that made Val Kilmer a star, and he's so good at it.
Yeah.
And so to watch them going head to head is like a heavyweight bout in that regard. And Michelle Monaghan is so much
delightful.
more than just like the beautiful
The
holiday
girl.
elf. She's not
Yeah.
just the girl. She's not just like the noir femme fatale. She does not necessarily always get enough credit, I don't think, for the ability to also function on that level.
She is on the same
verbally.
page with these guys and giving as good as she gets. And I think she's the sort of the secret weapon of this movie. And I am a lifelong Michelle Monaghan fan because of this movie.
And this is early for her. This is one of her first big roles.
Yeah, and I think, damn it, Hollywood, you haven't been good enough to Michelle Monaghan.
True.
She deserves better.
She deserves better than Pixels.
Don't we all? It's funny. On the drive-in this morning, I was listening to. It turns out there are now several podcasts that are devoted to talking about Christmas movies year-round. I thought I was the only one with this psychosis, but apparently not.
Wow.
And it was fascinating. It was 3 straight guys who were concerned about what they perceived as the homophobia of Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and I'm like.
Let's talk about that. Do you think there is some?
I don't.
Okay.
I think I love Gay Perry. I think because
hilarious.
here's the thing. He is the smartest guy in the movie. He's the baddest ass badass in the movie. And so, people might say stupid stuff to him, but the joke is always, you're saying stupid stuff to Gay Perry, and he could shoot you in the face, in a hot minute and not have a problem with that.
There's one scene where Val Kilmer grabs Downey and kisses him to keep the cops off of them.
Yeah.
Is that something that was considered homophobic because the cops are like, ew, gross, men kissing? Is that?
No, see, well, again.
But that's like a smart thing to do in the moment.
Again, it's how you interpret it. Yeah, to me, I'm using the homophobic gay panic factor of LAPD cops as a way to get out of this situation.
That was
I don't
smart.
think it's the movie saying, yes, cops, you're right, that is gross.
It's a movie saying cops, you're idiots, and Perry is smarter than you.
Kinda, yeah. I think it is what it's saying.
He's Gay Perry because his name is Perry and he's gay.
Exactly. He doesn't give a fuck. He's one of my favorite queer characters in a movie in the last 10 or years or so. I mean, a mainstream movie anyway, that's the kind of movie that doesn't play LGBT film festivals. But I did.
It's not gay enough.
I did screen this movie for a queer crowd in Seattle when I did my book tour, and they loved it.
Good.
So I don't get what that's about, but I appreciate your concerns,
Thank
straight
you.
people. Keep it up. You mean well. And
We're all so worried about you.
I know,
We're so
and that means a
offended.
lot to me.
But this is the kind of movie that you cannot just watch once.
Oh,
You're going to
yeah.
see it at least a second time because the banter is so fast. You're going to be laughing. You're going to miss the next line. So
And also the plot is so convoluted, and it does ultimately make sense, but it takes more than one viewing to sort of parse out. Oh, that guy. Oh, and so she knew. Oh, and then they were lying about the. Oh, okay, now I get it. And then that's part of what's fun about it. But more than anything, it is. I love how Shane Black loves Christmas.
Yeah.
And I love how he loves to just stick lights on things and have the Mexican Santa Claus playing on TV in the background and just all the sort of shimmery, shiny, fakery.
He seems to enjoy it legitimately, but he's also kind of making fun of our expectations of it, I suppose.
Yeah, well, it's like we've mentioned in some of these other ones, if you're telling a story where dark deeds are unfolding, set it at Christmas, and that just gives it this snowy white backdrop, so your blood stains will show up more vividly.
Yes.
It's a cult movie. It was not a hit in its original release, but I think
Was it not?
Not particularly, no. But it was well reviewed, and I think its audience is growing over the years.
Right.
It's a great movie to watch at Christmas time with the right folks. Send the kids to bed first.
Yeah, it's super R. Yeah,
yeah.
and named, of course, for a famous Pauline Kael book.
Which in turn was actually named after, I think it was a Japanese poster for one of the 007 movies or one of its knockoffs.
Okay.
It was just Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and Pauline Kael was like, yes, that is the perfect distillation of what cinema is. So Shane Black appropriated the title as well. I have a blast, and you do too, apparently.
did.
So y'all should check it out. Thank you for sitting in on this with me. Thank you for watching. It's a little advent calendar. Every day till the 25th, open a new door and check out another movie. Merry Christmas.
Bye.